Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. I am on the deck. I literally, you guys, just threw this sweatshirt on. It's nice out here though. It is about 82, 83 in Northern California. I brought my water this time. My goal, by the way, for pre-fall, is to wear a sweatshirt in every video. So we'll see how that works. I've been sitting at my computer for hours editing. I have a vlog that's due out today and it's not done. So if any of you guys have ever considered being a content creator, let's talk about it. Editor, roll the intro. Okay, so now that we're back, so if any of you guys have ever wanted to be a content creator or was curious as to how content creators create a schedule, it's really difficult. I feel like it's really a test of time as to how you organize your time. And obviously I don't have a job, so I can do this as often as I want to. But I always try to over tackle what I know I'm capable of. So right now I have 3 channels. I have my main channel, if you're not familiar with it, and this is the first time you're finding my video. Hi. I will tell you a little bit more about myself in the first few videos of these, so that you guys will just, in case someone has never seen my video before, I'll make sure and just kind of do that for the first few videos. So this one you'll see shortly after the last few. So the first one I did on the deck. This is the deck diaries. And what we're going to do is we're going to create these playlists on the channel. And I'll tell you why we're doing that. So that each season I can add these videos to the playlist as the time passes. So I won't be on this deck for very long. I will be on this deck for all of July. Today is July 1st. Hi. Actually, to be honest, today is the launch day for this channel. You've seen a few videos now, but I'm filming this officially on July 1st, 2026. So by the time you see this one, I think this is going to be like episode 5 or 6. And yeah, I'm excited. I just wanted a place, guys, to sit down and just kind of tell you the reels of what's going on in my life, how my brain works, what's, just everything. I want to be able to talk about anything and everything. And you can be my beasties. I'll be your Lucy. You be my Ethel, and we'll just chill. That's what we're all about over here. So be part of the beastie community. We don't own the board, okay, because it is from Maleficent. If you remember, she said beastie. She calls her beastie. So you're going to be my beasties, I decided. Not besties, beasties. So I had to, of course, look up the word to make sure nobody copyrighted it, nobody trademarked it. As far as I know, it is not trademarked, so I'm able to say it in the video. So let's hope that later on, as this channel grows, someone won't come for me for using that word. But that is what we're doing. So we're on the heels of out of spring and summer into fall. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about content creation and also my life and how I'm feeling and all that kind of stuff. So I was out without a computer for about a month. I think I've told you guys that in the previous vlogs. And I just recently fixed that situation. I have 2 computers now. I bought 2 just to be safe. I have this small one that I bought as like a reserve in case something like this happens to me again. And so that's what I'm working on now. The other one that I bought was basically just parts so that my adult children could put it together. And then I just always have one, that will hopefully be lightning fast. I'm not sure yet. So we'll see, because the hard part is done, the actual core of making the machine, but the actual software part of putting it all together is what's lacking. So that's what I'm waiting for. It should be pretty easy, but I have to reinstall Windows and do all those technical things that nobody cares about. And so that's going to take me a little while. So luckily I bought this mini PC off of Amazon. I'll link it below if you guys ever listen. I have never heard of a mini PC. They've been around for about 4 or 5 years, I guess. And they serve as like a modem to like your cable, let's say, or like a Roku, like that. They're just this small little box, and they come preloaded, just like you get when you buy a laptop or when you buy a desktop. I went out of focus there for a second. Anyway, when you buy it's just like when you buy a regular computer or when you buy a laptop. So this little mini PC, you plug it in. It's super cool. It's just like a Roku, in case I haven't already said that. Hopefully I edited this properly. But it's like a little box, and you just plug it in, and it's a full-on computer. All you need is like a monitor or a TV to connect it with an HDMI. So I'm so excited about that, you guys, because I was able to just plug and play, girl, plug and play. So since that's happened, I think I got this thing around the probably around the 24th or 23rd of June. And so I've been working on it ever since, and I'm so excited because now I'm able to build a regiment. But in terms of like becoming a content creator or making that decision that you want to be one, I think it's just a matter of time management and like making sure that once you learn how time consuming each thing you're doing is, and you have a fast enough machine, then you should be able to, organize your time to where whatever schedule you decide to like make for yourself, that you can stick to that. Because I am a true believer at this point in 2026 that content creation, if you decide to ever try it, or if you've ever wanted to do it, that it is really about consistency. It really is. Because when you show up, people find you. And then once they find you, and they enjoy your content, then obviously they're going to stick around. And if you don't show up and you don't post, they're like, why am I even here? So now that I'm back on track, which this has happened to me several times. So this whole fork in the road thing isn't something that I'm unfamiliar with. But my friends have seen me go through highs and lows on this stupid thing. But a friend of mine reached out to me. I asked her actually to give me some feedback on a piece of content that I made. And she was like, girl, you better get it together. Okay, get it together. And the reason why she said that is because not only because I've been on hiatus again, but because I'm getting ready to move. And she was just like, man, I just really hope you get situated so you can focus on this. Because she's heard me kind of whine and moan about this whole thing for a long time. And I don't really think it's about moving. I don't really think it's about that. I just think that if you decide to do something like this and you have like a lot of stuff coming like up, let's say your schedule gets crazy, or you have a health issue you have to take care of, or a job issue, or something like that, you just have to manage your time to where you're prepared and you have content pre-made. So that's kind of the way it works. And so right now I'm just trying to catch up. And I think the most confusing thing and the most strenuous and like stressful thing I'm experiencing over the last few days is that I'm kind of backtracking. So if you watch any of my other channels, you'll see I kind of got crafty and put a rewind clip in there, kind of trying to be cute. Like, let's rewind. So it's like a cassette tape. It should be a VCR, to be honest, but it's a cassette tape and we're just going to go with that. But I basically kind of have this sound effect of rewind, so I'm taking any viewer that wants to watch my video back from when I started to move, what that experience was like. Because what happened was I knew that I was moving in April, and either it's my concentration and my age. I don't know. I don't want to blame everything on age, but I do feel like as you get older, and tell me if you feel this way, but you just get, I don't know, things just don't work the way they used to. Like, it's not like I'm not like on it, or like I'm not like snappish the way that I used to be, or quick like I used to be, but I just feel like my concentration is different.
Right. Is that a bee? Oh my god, that's a bee. Oh.
I'm allergic, so I can't be fucking around with bees. But anyways, I'm hoping it doesn't come back. Normally when I film in the evening time, so it's not so hot. It's not even hot at all. Like, it's beautiful out here, to be honest. But I ran in the house and I stepped on the curtains. I'm trying not to let the flies and the bees in, but I didn't expect to have any bees. That's the funny part about over here, is that there's no, like, in my opinion, there's nothing to attract bees. Like, there's no flowers or anything like that. So it's just weird. Like, but they're around, okay? They are around. So, and I was trying to think, I think I sprayed coconut on me. Was it yesterday or this morning? Maybe that's what they're attracted to, but let's hope whatever that was doesn't come back, because your girl can't be getting stung, okay? I'm wearing my handy dandy Temu tennis shoes that I've worn to death. I love them so much. I've said too a few times that I wanted to get a couple other pairs. Originally, to be honest, I never ordered these in green. I know that's really hard to see me, but I never ordered these in green. These are like, I don't know if you can tell because of the lighting. Girl, I am always blown out no matter what I try to do. Anyway, these are like a light teal, but I'm looking at, we have a deck up there, And I was looking up at all the spider webs. There's so many bugs and spider webs right now. Anyways, I originally ordered these in like beige, but they came like a teal and whatever. Okay, because I've been wearing these bitches every day. Anyways, and they're like, I've worn them out. Anyways, like I was saying with the content creation, before I was so rudely interrupted, yeah, you have to have like a true sense of time management. And I felt what I was saying also is that as I get older, I just find that my concentration is not the same. And I'm not quite sure why. It could be too, just be discombobulated in like moving so much, like never really getting like established or like comfortable anywhere, especially the last, I would say, year, because I moved in here with my son in 2024, and then my mom sold her house in 2025. I went to stay with her for a year, and then we came back here in May of 2026, which was exactly 1 year later, and we've extended our stay here until September, well, until October officially, but we're supposed to be out September 15th. So like I was saying, when I reach out to my content creator friends, they're like, girl, can you get your S together? Okay. Can you get your S together? You're always saying that you want to do this and you want to do that and you want to post and you want to be consistent and you want to grow, and you're not posting the way you should be, because this girl, there's just like all these little bugs flying around everywhere. It's so frustrating. I never film during the day. Now I'm remembering why I don't film during the day. I usually film in the evening time, which I feel like is less bugs, because I'd rather have mosquitoes than bees. Okay. I need to spray out here too. I need to tell my mom to come out and spray. She uses this. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? That white container, and you come out and you spray everything and then everything goes away. Anyway, like I was saying, let me get my water again. So anyway, now I have all these files of back when we were moving, and I'm lost. Like I'm trying to piece things together, and one of the primary problems I'm having is not being prepared. Like, in other words, if I have a post day, let's say Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, okay, well, those videos should be done in advance. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So for this channel, I've decided to vlog daily, to check in, let you know what I'm thinking. I don't know, just say hi. And with that, I'm ahead of the game on this channel because I've been posting since like the 23rd of June when I decided I wanted to do it. And I was like, okay, if I can post consistently for 30 days on this channel, then I know I can do it on the other ones. So a lot of the vlogs that you've seen previously to this one, I basically just vlog because either I forgot that day, because I think I have one, I want to say I have a couple at my desk, and I want to say I have one on the floor in the living room. And then the primary playlist for the summer is a deck. So I'm trying to take advantage of filming videos on the deck right now. First of all, I never decorated this deck. I've told you guys before. So when I come out here, I feel like it's drab and just lonely because they just redid it. They repainted it. They redid the wood on the floor, and it's so beautiful. And if it was just dressed up a little bit, like it had a little bit of character to it, it would be so cute. Girl, if there is a bee out here, you're seeing me on the reel right now. My hair is so gray. My hair is so strikingly gray that it scares me. And I've been meaning, I know, okay, so when you follow me, you guys, and when you hear my daily vlogs, don't be getting mad at me because I'm ADHD and I'm all over the damn place. Because I'll be talking to you about one thing and I'll change the subject. I'll be able to see in editing if there was a bee behind me. I'm trying desperately. I keep hearing, it could be my own psychological fear, but I keep hearing a bee buzzing behind me. So we'll see. I think it's this thing, but bottom line is that I am trying to find my feet again with posting. So I just started. I literally just got my computer. Good, now that's better. So I just got my computer, and now that I have the mini PC to work on until the desktop is ready, then, you know, I can start posting. So I made my first short yesterday. If you guys haven't seen it, go on the main channel and look at it. I thought it was kind of cute. When we first got here in May of 2026, we got here April 30th, 2026. And I was looking around immediately going, how can I make it cute in here? And then I kind of got this itch, like, oh, I want to decorate, I want to do this, I want to film, I want to do. And then I realized after I was here for a few days that my son works downstairs. My mom is retired and upstairs. She's elderly. I don't like calling her elderly because she's so mobile that it's hard for me to call her elderly, but she is elderly because she's 79. So she has the room upstairs, which I've told you guys before. There are 3 bedrooms upstairs. One I used as an office before my oldest son occupied it. So my mom is in the room I used to live in. My oldest son is in the room in the middle. My youngest son has the master. And so they're between relationships. And because of the cost in California to live, we've decided to just conjoin households to save money for a couple years since they're both single. So we've been looking for houses. So to backtrack, to make sense of it all, when Mom sold her house in July of 2025, I went to go stay with her when she moved. I'm sorry, excuse me, not July of 2025, January. She sold her house in January. She stayed with us for a few months, and then she moved into a rental in May of 2025. And the rental that she found was quite large, and just for her, it was too big, too many stairs, all that stuff. So instead of my oldest son going to take care of her and staying with her because she can't be alone, I decided to go because I was just thinking to myself, I've been a caregiver. I have been a caregiver for 13 to 15 years, and I've had a break since my father passed away, but I knew it was going to be my time to take care of her. But the reason why I went to go stay with her is because I just thought, if there's an emergency, if there's something going on, I don't want my son to panic and me be far away. So I decided to stay with her, and he came here in my place. And so when the rental lease was up in May of 2026, we intended on moving from one house to the other. We started house hunting, which I shared on my lifestyle vlog channel. It's trying to be a lifestyle channel. It's new too, so bear with me. I'm just one of those people that love to have 100 channels. So if you're thinking, why do you have 3 channels at one time? I don't know, because I need to multitask. So I started this vlog channel, and I wanted to share what the market was like here in Northern California. So when we started looking for houses, we did it quite early because my son was like, you waited too late. No, we started looking in February of 2026. We knew we weren't even going to want to move until June. And we just started eyeballing the market. And then once the weeks came closer, we started touring houses. I think it was in late February, early March. And then we were just going on house showings like left and right. And we did find a couple of houses that we saw that we applied for that and got approved. But in the end, after evaluating the home itself, it just didn't seem to be suiting for all of us. Because, like I said, my son spends 80% at home working. My other son works graveyard. My mom is retired, of course. And then I'm home all the time, too. So to have 4 full adults with 1 dog and no children, we just have a ton of belongings. So even though we found a couple of houses we really liked, we didn't keep them because they just, there was a bathroom situation and just a room size situation and stuff like that. So we talked about it, and we decided that we would just come back here for a few months and then extend our stay here until October 1st. However, we intend on being moved by September 1st, if that makes any sense. So now it's July 1st officially, like I told you earlier in the video, and I'm starting to look at the market now again. And so once, I think the 3rd week of July, maybe the 4th week of July hits, we'll start touring houses again, which is just in a couple of weeks. So it's not very far away. And then we don't want to run into an issue like we did before with the last house. So we have to be on it. We have to be, like, our garage has to be organized. We have to start evaluating in the house what's going to go, what's going to be donated, things like that. So I have to make a floor plan. And so I think I'm going to vlog it because I think that's easy enough, like it's to compartmentalize content for lifestyle vlogging. I definitely want to do that because my channel, on my vlog channel, is all about practical living. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just a person just like you watching this, and maybe I'm not. Maybe you're like me, maybe you're not. I don't know. I'm just a regular average person that lives in a regular average place. And, my family is a big part of my life. So that's where we are. So with that said, I'm going to take all of July and all of August and try to get my content schedule really, really tight. Like, I'm going to lock it down. I'm going to tighten it up and making sure that my content is tightened up and intact and ready to go. That way, when I'm moving in September, I am fully going to be ready to start posting right around the middle of October. And I don't know if I said this earlier in the video. I think I did, but a friend of mine reached out to me and said, you know, the holidays are going to come and we're going to be doing Vlogmas together like we always do. We've been doing Vlogmas together since like 2021, maybe 2020. But yeah, so yeah, that's what we have. That's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to just sit at my desk, spend countless hours getting caught up and, you know, creating new content, using old content that I never got a chance to post. And then, yeah, that's kind of how content creation works. So it's like you have to figure out what's going to work for you in terms of scheduling. My son was talking about, you know, maybe doing something with YouTube, and I was like, I just told him, you know, I said, if you're going to start it, just know that you have to have a plan. And once you start, you can't stop. You have to post, because otherwise your channel and what you're trying to do with it, YouTube isn't going to recognize, because there's too many people trying to do this. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. They say TikTok is different. Instagram is different. They say TikTok is an easier platform to originate something. But I'm not interested in TikTok, so YouTube is kind of like my first love. I hear rumbling. This is the most active community ever. There are people like everywhere. There's animals, critters, people. It's just crazy to me. I swear I swallowed something. This is what I get for vlogging. Anyway, so I caught up. The last episode of From was on I think it was the 29th. Could have been the 30th, but I think it was the 29th. So I watched the last episode of From. I watched it right after it was released. It was like California on the West Coast got it 30 minutes early than it was supposed to be technically released. So it just was kind of... If you guys watch the show From, I'll show you right here. I talked about it in my last couple of videos. It's one of my kind of favorite shows at the moment. But I don't know. The finale was not very good, in my opinion. It just wasn't... I don't know. It wasn't what I thought. But apparently the finale was to build up all about the where they were going with the next season. So we'll see. My friends... Okay, I had to go in and brush my teeth, blow my nose, because I feel like I swallowed something. And it's weird because I have a hat on. There's a lot of leaves, though, and the spiders, apparently. I was trying to think of what the hell was trying to jump on me. It's funny because a couple of years ago, maybe it's last year, there was a little young kid that would come around and knock on doors because he was trying to make money. And he asked if he wanted us to clear out his, like, the spider webs and gutters or whatever. I don't know. Something like that. And I said, sure. So I hired him, and he didn't come back this year. So if you could only see the spider webs, I'm going to show you, like, I'm going to show you as I'm editing this what I'm talking about. I'll show you the leaves on the deck. I was just on Amazon, and girl, when we sit down and talk, just know I'm going to jump from, like, subject to subject, because that's just what I do. So you're going to be like, what are you talking about? I'm going to be like, what do you mean? I'm just going to be like, what do you mean? But anyways, so now I don't even remember what I was talking about. But anyways, there was a kid that came last year. He cleaned out all our crap for us. And can you see this in the... I don't know if you guys can see in the camera, but there's literally leaves falling as I'm talking. There's bugs everywhere. But anyways, oh yeah. Okay, so I was on Amazon, and I'm going to get new cushions. The cushions I'm sitting on are old, and they came with the set this guy brought to me. He was nice enough to bring it to me. And I brush my teeth too. Not to digress, but I brush my teeth too because bugs don't like mint. So I figured at least if I put mouthwash and, like, mitt all over my face that no bugs would freaking get on me. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, so I was on Amazon, and I think moving forward for the rest of the Deck Diaries time we have here, I'm going to get myself a scoop chair. You know, one of those that hangs. It holds up to 350 pounds. It better grow, because if I fall on my damn ass, we're both going to be laughing. But anyways, I'm going to buy one of those. And then I have new cushions in my cart, pillows for this little cheap set I have out here. And pretty soon, I guess they're going to start selling mums probably. So maybe I'll get some mums to transfer. I'll start here, but then we can take them to the new house since fall's going to be on its way. And maybe I can get, I'm going to get like beige for this out here. So I could just maybe switch out the pillow covers. Because I'm getting indoor-outdoor pillows. I already have those ready in my Amazon cart. I was going to buy them all in Prime, and I just didn't do it. But I thought I didn't stress too much because I didn't do it because it's 4th of July weekend this weekend. So I figured that maybe Amazon will have some kind of sale. The difference is, though, is I'm not sure if we're moving somewhere that has a pool, if the new house will have a pool, or if it's going to have like a place for us to like create some kind of an outdoorsy something, which I'm sure it will. I just have to see if I'm going to end up having to buy a gazebo. And if I am going to have to buy a gazebo, then I know. But yeah, anyway, hopefully wherever we move, it's going to be nice and colorful. I remember this one house that we saw. The lady was, the realtor that showed us the house. She was saying that the owner was really particular about her rose bushes and all the things that they had planted. So hopefully we'll be somewhere where it's really pretty. If not, then I want to get, there was this one house that we saw. I'll show it to you right now because it was like my favorite house of all. I'm going to show you a small little clip of a tour of this house, and then I'll come back. Okay, so now that you've seen that house was gorgeous. The reason why we didn't get that house is because it was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It was too far from my son's job, and it was kind of too far from where my mom wanted to be. She was nervous about like being so far away from like shopping and that kind of stuff. So we didn't move there. But for over a month, I loved that house. It didn't have a pool or anything, but the reason why I liked it so much is because it had a divided garage as you could see. I don't know if you could see that in the clip that I showed you. What I did was I took the tour off of YouTube and I just put my own music to it. But that one that we were going to get, it was smaller. It was on the smaller side, but because it didn't have multiple living rooms and a family room and all that stuff, but it had a beautiful kitchen. It had a brand new washer and dryer. And one thing I loved about it is it didn't have a pool or anything. It had a pretty nice backyard, but it had the gardening dish things. I don't know what they're called, but you know, they're like those big rectangle things that people garden in. They were already there. And I think in that tour, if I showed it to you just now, I think it shows you, like in the backyard, it had like 2 or 3 of those long rectangular planter beds. It was so pretty. That house was really nice. It wasn't giant, but it was really nice. You know, I will say though, in my recollection, I think the rooms were really small. One thing I did like about that house is it had enough bathrooms for everybody, but there was something wrong. I can't remember, like not wrong, but something that wasn't suitable because it had 2 bedrooms upstairs. Every bedroom in that house had a bathroom, which was cool. So everybody could have their personal bathroom, but it didn't have a big enough room for my mom. And the room, not only was the room small, the bathroom that she needed to have had a tub. And the bathroom in the opposite side of the hallway, or I can't remember. Anyway, one of them had a walk-in shower, and the other one had a tub. And I think somehow, some way, I think it was the sizing or something, that it wasn't going to work. Or it could be completely wrong based on the tour you saw. And maybe both bathrooms had a tub. I can't remember. I just know that she's looking for a step-in shower. So that's why we have to be really particular over what we're going to look at. So I'm interested. I'm like intrigued to see what's going to be out on the market this time versus a few months ago, because it hasn't been that long since we toured houses. So we'll see. We'll have to see, you know, what we're going to end up at. Hopefully we'll find a loft. I'm hoping to land a media room. I'm hoping, because that would be ideal. If we could find a media room, chef's kiss. Like we could put a projector in there. We could put a sofa set in there. We could put movie posters on the wall. It would just be really ideal if we could find a room we could use as a media room. And then we want a loft also. So I'm hoping that we can find a loft. And then our other main focus is enough bathrooms and sizable rooms and a nice sizable kitchen. I'm hoping, based on what we saw in the past, that we'll be able to find a kitchen with a nook. So like, you know, the kitchens that have like a little open like space for your table in the kitchen kind of nook situation, and then a formal dining room as well. Because then if we do that, then the round table that we have right now, the small one, can go in that nook part of the kitchen, which will be ideal. And then we'll have like a formal dining room where we can get like a rectangle, nice dining room table. I don't want something really heavy and all that, but I would like to have a rectangle table for like Thanksgiving, you know, Christmas, stuff like that. So we'll have to see. Sorry, you guys. When I washed my face and brushed my teeth because of the bee, it set off my allergies. So I apologize for that. Anyway, so but to backtrack before I was acting all crazy when the wasp or bee came around, I saw the last episode of From. Didn't like it too much. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that in the future, the next few years, they're going to make a From house somewhere. I don't know. I'm hoping Hollywood Horror Nights will make that show like a house, because this is the final season of Stranger Things. Stranger Things is good. I've seen it, but I didn't see the 5th season. But they're doing an homage, I guess, to Stranger Things for the last season at Hollywood Horror Nights Los Angeles. And I'm wondering what they're going to do after that. Because not in 2027 this year, but next year in 2028 is the 50th anniversary of Halloween. But I asked my boys to take me. If you heard me in the first video, I think I talked about like going places. And I asked my boys to take me to Halloween Horror Nights in 2027, because in 2027, my birthday will be 7/27/27. So I thought it would be a unique year to dedicate that year to going places. So, and I really, really want to do that. And I'm not that far off. So I have to make like a year's goal list like a bucket list of what I want to do in that year. And I'll take you guys with me and everything, like on the vlog channel. Not on this channel, I'll sit and do my vlogs wherever I am. It just sit and talk about whatever I'm doing, and then the actual footage of what I'm doing will be on that channel. But starting in January, I intend on fulfilling that docket. So I just have to sit down, probably not now, but I need to sit down probably in November. That's what I was thinking after we're already moved and settled. I'm thinking sometime in November to sit down and do my bucket list for that. Or because I'm taking this last 8 weeks to dedicate to getting caught up on my channel and getting everything organized in my time management, I'm thinking of just making that goal list for 2027 now while I have the downtime. So yeah, it's a unique year for me, so I'm hoping. But my son said, why can't we go in both years? So I'm very interested because I follow Disney channels and people that go to Universal and people that cover Hollywood Horror Nights to find out what themes they're doing every year. It seems like they're saying because Fast and Furious, the theme ride, the park ride just got released at Universal. I think it's either this weekend coming up here right now, the 4th of July weekend, or it's already happened, but they were testing the ride for a long time. Then they tested it with the people that made it. Then they tested it with dummies, and then they tested it with staff that was helping with the ride. I don't know if it was Universal staff or whatever. And then I think the next step, the guy said on the channel, I'll link his channel below. It's called Five Fires, but he goes all the time and he's been like keeping up on it. I really like him. And so he's been saying that it should be released now to regular people. So we'll see. So with Fast and Furious being the main attraction, I believe this year in 2026 at Universal Studios Hollywood, I don't know what they're going to end up doing in Hollywood for next year in 2028. So I'm really curious to know. I'm hoping that we were talking, and also I think it was mentioned, I don't know if it was my son that said it or not, but he was saying that it would be really cool if like they did something for the Howling. And I would have to go, maybe in my next vlog, I'll talk to you guys about, since fall is coming up and Halloween's coming up, we'll go over like what Hollywood Horror Nights has done, you know, over the years since they started. I don't even know when they started, but I'll talk to you guys about it and we'll make a whole vlog about it, because if they do like the Howling, that'll be so cool. My youngest son loves werewolves, and then my oldest son likes like the classic Dracula. So hopefully maybe they'll do something in that realm. I also was telling my son that I thought it would be really cool if they did something like sci-fi related, because normally they do like Jason, you know, they do Michael Myers, they do something dedicated to like Spanish or Mexican heritage, kind of scary boogeymen or whatever those are called. You know what else would be really cool is if they did The Grudge. That would be really nice if they did The Grudge, because The Grudge was freaky. We all know The Grudge was freaky when it had its time. The hospital, the whole thing, remember that? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. For scare zones, I'm not sure. We talked about that too, about what they may or may not do in 2020, because we're not talking about this year. This year's already been planned, released. I'm talking about 2027 and 2020, because if they take me on in 2027, like I intend that they might, then that'll kind of get my feet wet in being there, and then I'll know what to expect. And then in 2028, when we go back, we'll see. But for the whole year of 2027, like I said, I have a whole bucket list of things I want to do, places I want to go. So I think I want to go to LA a couple of times, only because I was watching this other guy yesterday who did like the Hollywood Horror Museum, I think it's called. And it was so cool. It was so cool. So, and it's just this small little museum in an old antique building. And I just can't wait. I want to go there. I told my son too. I want them to take me there. So when we go to Hollywood Horror Nights, I don't know if we're going to implement it in that week or if I want to go prior to. And then I want to try to find some small places, you know, where I can do like weekend trips all throughout the year. So I don't think I want to go multiple places every month, but I do want to go one place every single month. I think that's doable. I don't want to like say, oh yeah, I want to be gone every single weekend, you know, for all of January, all of, you know, February, all of May, you know, I don't want to do that. I just want to do one weekend a month and to find something to do. And if I can do it during the week, then I probably will do that. And it depends. Like my sister, I'm going to talk to my sister and see if maybe she's up for going with me. Like make a whole plan. Not everything will be out of town. Because my ex likes to, like if I call him and I say, hey, do you want to do this or do that? He'll be like, not really, but I'll go. Because he doesn't like to do anything I like to do at all. And if you want to see my ex, we have an episode of a podcast. I will link it down below. I'm going to...
Everybody to flight 759. No smoking, is seatbelt light. We have a short flight to Vancouver. It's pretty smooth going throughout the whole trip.
Yeah, well, how'd we end up here? The rest is history, I guess.
I was in the Army twice. I had a big break in service, and after 9/11, I wanted to get back into it, and definitely miss out on doing.
Yeah. Well, now you have like a whole setup. You've got all your animals, you have your ducks and your horse and
Chickens.
yeah, and your chickens. And now, so what's it like now being like how long has it been since you've been with somebody now?
How long's it been since I've been in a relationship?
Really?
I don't even know. A long time. And I sit down and order a beer, and then some girl comes out of nowhere.
Shut up. Okay, shut it.
She was an attractive girl, and like I said, she it seemed like a really outgoing personality too. It was really, just fun even just talking to her until I looked down at her feet. And
warn you right now, though, if you watch it, first of all, we sound like robots. And second of all, it just isn't my best work because I edited that episode myself. But nonetheless, then you'll know who I'm talking about when I say my ex. So if I ask him, earlier this year, I discovered this thing called Concert by Candlelight, I think it was called. And I want to go to that. I don't know when or where or how, but I want to go to that. So I'll clue you guys in as I go along because I'm going to be vlogging daily. This is new. All this whole thing is new. But yeah, and I'm going to I decided, even though it's summertime, I'm going to wear a different sweatshirt in every single video. I like sweatshirts. I don't care. So in fall, I'm kind of just pre-fall right now. So yeah, I'll probably be in a sweatshirt. My mom's like, she goes, did you go on a walk? I go, hell no. She goes, well, you look all sporty. I just threw on a hat because my hair was literally in a bun before I came out here. And I put on some pants. Some of these, I got these pants. Can you see them? Wait, I'll show you. Can you see them? See, I got these pants from Walmart. And I love them. I got them for $5. Oh, that's better. I have a zoom lens. I should have had you closer to me. Anyway, I got these at Walmart, and they were kind of a random find because I don't wear athletic wear, but I am going to start like wearing it. I just don't have the figure for it, so I don't wear athletic wear. It's embarrassing. I don't look good in it. So, but maybe I will moving forward. Who knows? I'm going to make some more sweatshirts too. So maybe every single video I make in the future, I'll wear something I made. I can't promise, but I will try because that's another task of mine tonight. Once I get the vlog done, my lifestyle vlog, I don't think it's going to be on time because I'm supposed to be posting my vlogs at 6 o'clock every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. But my vlog's not done, and I had to come out and make this ahead of time, so it's going to be late. But I started it. I got half of it done. I have to finish it. So, yeah. So, and then these videos go out at 6 o'clock also. So we'll see. We'll see. And then now, ChatGPT is telling me that a better prime time for my videos on my main channel is 1 o'clock. That's new, because I've been posting my videos in the evening forever. And now it's telling me that the better scale of the activity on YouTube for my niche is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I guess it's because people are at lunch and they just have more downtime maybe in the afternoon. That's like 3-ish, I think, on the West Coast. I mean, on the East Coast. So I don't know. The algorithm is always like this. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I'll let you know what I'm going to do. And I have to find somebody to go somewhere with me because your girl ain't got no friends. That's why I was telling you, be my Ethel, and I'll be your Lucy. So those are my plans. As I move forward into figuring out what I'm going to do, I'll tell you. So let me know if you're over 40 and your kids, well, maybe if you're over 50, because I feel like when in your 40s, your kids might still be young enough for you to be busy, maybe teenagers. I mean, you could be over 40 and not have children, but most people, you know, in their 40s usually have kids that are still at home. But if your kids are gone, just asking, how do you plan your summers? That's what I would like to know. How do you, because I'm pretty much a homebody. I'm not very active in terms of going out and doing things and going out of town and seeing the world and traveling, and that. I just don't do all that. So this 2027 venture of mine, I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it. I want to make sure that I go somewhere every single month for the weekend. And most likely I'll probably have to drag Jim, because my sister goes to Texas, back and forth to California and Texas, and I don't even think she's going to be here. If she's here, she'll go. But if she's not, then I can't plan anything with her. So it'll have to be Jim. He'll be like, where are you taking me? And then on top of that, if I invite Jim, he'll want to do it his way, drive his stuff. And it's my thing. I want to be able to do I want to do things on my way. I don't want to fight with him. Girl, this is why I'm single. I mean, I'm not trying to be, fight with anybody like on how to do things. But anyways, I'll let you know. I'll jot it down a little bit and try to think about what I want to do. I have to kind of like gauge, like, that's the thing about getting older and like being alone a lot and not having a lot of friends and being a caregiver, I think so. Also, like, let me know if you take care of your elderly parents, or if you did, or if you still do. I feel like it's really hard for me to just like to look at myself and figure out what I really like. What am I really interested in? What do I really want to see? You know what I mean? And then I'm one of those people that if I do something like that, I'm like, I can't do it alone, because then I'll be thinking in my head, I wish my kids were here. I just want to share this with my family. I just want to share this with the people that mean something to me. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'll have to plan my trips strategically and ask my sons maybe if they want to go with me on a weekend. I'll do something with my sister. I'll do something with Jim. I'm thinking probably the candlelight concert. I either want to do that. I kind of want to do that with my kids, but I don't think they'll like that. So, and I know my sister will go. I know that for sure. But if she's not here in town, then I guess I'll ask Jim. And we'll see. Because I don't know if that kind of thing is Jim's thing. You know what I mean? Because Jim likes only certain things, you know what I mean? And this candlelight concert I'm talking about is an orchestra. And they have like different, like, they have a different calendar of like everywhere they're playing, every date they play, and what style of music they're playing. So, I don't know. I kind of want to take my kids to that, but I just know they won't want to do it. And even if I ask my goddaughter, I don't think she'll like it either. I don't know anybody in my personal life that likes symphony. I could ask my friend Melissa, because I know she'll go. So if I find like a date where they're doing it in LA, since she lives in LA, I know she'll go with me. So I don't know. I'll have to see. Because I know 2027, I'm sticking to my guns, and I'm going to be going somewhere every single month in that year. I just have to plan it. So we'll see. Also, I think for the next few months, I'd like to lose a little bit of weight. I've gained so much weight, and my diet is so off that I'm feeling it physically. I'm just feeling it. Do you know what I mean? I'm feeling it. I don't feel well. Things affect me differently too when I gain weight. Do you guys feel the same way? Like when you gain weight, do things, certain foods and drinks and stuff like that? I mean, obviously you feel different physically. Like it's easy to get short of breath when you're overweight. It's easy to get long-winded when you're overweight. It's usually you get tired fast, just uncomfortable in your clothes. You just never feel good. So that's just a given. But I don't know. I just think that when I lose weight, at least about 25, 30 pounds, I feel much more energetic. I feel less short of breath, less like compact because of the way I'm shaped. And I just feel like more productive and more mobile, if that makes any sense. So I need to figure out how I'm going to do that though. Because I had a protein shake. Well, I probably had it wrong though, because I took only I would drink a protein shake right before you go to bed. I think that's like the biggest mistake you could ever make, is to drink a protein shake before you go to sleep. Because that thing effed my stomach up. And I mean, seriously, I have an ulcer as it is, so I drank this powder that doesn't really settle with me very well anyway. And then I went to sleep, not like right after, but shortly after. And then it just completely, I don't know, it just did something to my stomach. So, and I already struggle because I have all kinds of stomach issues, but yeah, that wasn't safe. I can't do that again. So I have to figure out if I'm going to lose weight, like how, I think the best way to do it is just do like clean, just eat clean, high protein, low carbs, like organic sugar, you know, like if I wanted something sweet, do apples, stuff like that. So I'm thinking of doing that. I need to hydrate more for sure because I'm not drinking enough water at all. And I need to get back on my vitamin regimen. Like I take vitamins every day, but my bariatric vitamin, that's the one that I need to take every single day because it has the strongest dose of iron in it. And when my iron gets low, it can cause a bunch of different side effects, you know, because I'm bariatric. And even though I'm heavy, I'm bariatric. I'm 15 years post-op bariatric. So if you don't know what that means I just means I had gastric bypass way back in the day. And now 20 years later, vitamins still matter because you're always deficient in something. And for me, iron's always been the one that I've been deficient in the most. I stopped getting my B12 injections, which I should go back and start doing that again because they give me energy also. But I think my doctor said the last time I was there too, I need, say that one? B12? Is that what I'm trying to say? Anyway, one of those where you take 50,000 milligrams for like 2 weeks or something, or a week. Do you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, it's like this little blue caplet you take for like 2 weeks, and then it amps. Is it vitamin D? Maybe it's vitamin D. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, but yeah. So anyway, I have a lot of plans, and a lot of content to get out. And I feel like as long as I can get my day structured and tighten up, because right now I'm all over the place, girl. I stay up so late. I get up late. By the time I sit down at my computer and I look up, it's like 5 hours later. Then I'm like, oh crap, I'm late for this, and oh crap, I'm late for that, and oh, I need to go film this, and oh, I need to go film that. And then right now, I think my biggest confusion and stressful thing is that all of my files from my content creation are all just, they're not in order. I didn't put them in my folders in order, which was dumb. I mean, the numbers of the clips are in sequence, but they're not, I don't have what the clips are for. So I'm like just basing on the thumbnail, like, what is this to? So yeah, I need to get my stuff together. Last thing is I need to, I'm trying to prepare for fall. I have some plans. I want to get my schedule ready for fall, what I want to decorate. Like I say decorate, but your version of decorating, my version of decorating are probably very different, as well as the social media version of decorating. But in the new house, I would like to try to make the house look nice. And I'm trying to prepare for that here and there here because I bought a bunch of frames. I bought 19.5 by 27 frames, and I bought 24 by 36 poster frames. And I bought, I need to get a console table from Temu. I need to get some bookshelves. We're going to need lamps and tables. I don't know what else. There's this little like coffee station type of little console thing I wanted too that I talked about before I moved. And I kind of want to get that also. So there's a few things I'd like to get before we move, but I don't know. I don't know if I can get it all, but I have 2 months to get it. So I don't know. If I buy one piece, then I think I can do it. Everything I usually choose to fill my house with is really affordable. Like I don't go overboard, you know. I try to get furniture that will last, but furniture that's affordable so I can get multiple pieces without breaking the bank. So I need those 2 bookshelves. The console table is really cheap. It's like $79. It's going to go behind the sofa. That's why. So the reason why I'm talking about that is because in the other house that we were in, it was big. We didn't have enough furniture. We didn't have enough tables, like end tables and places to put things. Like we didn't have anything to set anything on. And I was very frustrated with that. You know, I want to have everything organized. And based on our previous house tours, a lot of these larger homes have like multiple rooms. That's why I said I hope we have a media room. So I'm hoping that if we can get a house that has enough rooms in it, we'll have like enough to make like a family room and a media room And then hopefully I'll have a loft situation for my office again. And then we need a 3-car garage. We're hoping to find a place with a pool if possible. It's not a mandatory thing, but I kind of have my filters set to that. So we'll see. Because the boys were like, God, it'd be nice to have a pool. Both of my children love to swim, but they just don't. Because they're grown, full-grown people, but they don't swim very often because we've never lived in a place with a pool. When I lived in a condo in another city that I loved to live in, my son stayed with me for a little while, and he used to go to the public pool, which was really nice. And he used to lay out all the time. So he just loves, pools. So I don't know. Hopefully we'll get a pool. We've never had one, so I hope we do. A lot of people say, oh, you probably will regret it because it's an extra expense and stuff like that. But for all the places that we saw with pools in the last 4 or 5 months when we were looking at the other houses, the pool service was included. Only a couple. There was a couple houses that didn't include it, and then there was a couple houses that did the pool service, because a lot of these established homes that are large like that, they're usually not brand new, so they're not brand new builds. And secondly, the established houses that have pools and stuff like that, they usually have a service that they've been using for years. So usually the pool service comes included, and they'll come and they'll clean it, filter it, and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. We also need a nice big yard for a dog, so for her to run around and be in an enclosed area. So that would be nice. So there's a lot of highlights we need to find with the new home. And if you guys are curious, I'll vlog our house tours. This last time when we went house touring on showings, I couldn't film as much as I wanted to because this year in 2026 was so different than any other year in the past that we had looked at houses, because they started chaperoning them in early on, or not early on, but after the whole world thing that happened, they were doing self showings where you would go and just get the key, unlock the box, and go in on your own. And for some reason in 2026 they're all being chaperoned and hosted, so that's the difference. And sometimes they have multiple people in there, and it's really difficult to film. So what I tell them now, if my son can't make it, I'll say, hey, I have to do you mind if I film, because my son's at work or whatever. So if my son ends up going with us, I'm just going to tell him that my other son is at work and that I would like to film it to show him. Usually they don't have a problem, but some of them say, well, we already have a tour. We have a 3D tour online, and they don't feel comfortable letting you film. So I just have to ask. But I will share as much as I can with that, because I just think it's interesting to find out what rents in the markets are in different cities and states. And for us, we're Northern California, not Southern. So I feel like Northern California is a little bit more affordable. It's high, but it's not as high as if you lived in the Bay Area, San Francisco, or if you lived in Los Angeles, in LA. So I'll definitely share that with you guys when it happens. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing. So I'm going to wrap it up now. I hope you guys had a good day. It's currently, the day I'm filming this, it's currently Wednesday night. Tomorrow's garbage day. Tomorrow's garbage day. So, and we did our big grocery order this morning. I didn't film it. I wasn't in the mood. We got a bunch of stuff from Sam's Club this morning. I shop a lot at Sam's Club, a lot at Walmart, a lot at Temu, a lot at Amazon. I have packages too. I was going to share them with you, but I'll share them with you in the next video. I have boxes I was going to open, but I just didn't think you guys would be interested because it's just gear. It's just electronics, and most people are like, why would I be interested in a boomer? Why would I be interested in a mic? Most people don't care. So if you guys want to see any Amazon packages I get in as we talk, let me know. And I'll definitely, share that with you guys. I don't know. I plan on doing something interesting with this thing, but it's so fresh and new that I'm just kind of sitting down, checking in with you guys and sharing my day and things I'm planning and what's on my mind. So hopefully you guys like that. You're sitting here with me out here on my deck. We're just talking about our day. We're talking about what we want to do and where we want to go and what's coming up. So that's kind of how I'm treating this channel. So it doesn't really have a niche. It's just hey, you and me, babe. You know what I mean? Lucy and Ethel here. Lucy and Ethel. So that's how I intend on treating it. So I hope you guys enjoy that kind of twist on this channel. So I hope you guys just chilling. I don't have any HOA drama, or I will definitely share with you, because we don't own this place. So I can't share. We live in an HOA, but I can't share HOA drama with you because I've met all the neighbors since we've been here, because we've been here a couple of years, but I don't know everybody well enough to give you the scoop on everybody around here. I could give you a little bit of information on like what I've seen. Oh my God, I do have a story for you, but I'm gonna save it for the next one because something happened the other day and I'm gonna share it with you, and I got really mad. So I will definitely share that with you next time. So stay tuned because I do have some drama for you, because I was like, what the? You know what I mean? It's 4th of July weekend, so I'm sure you can probably guess, but I'll talk about it tomorrow. So, all right, you guys, take care. Have a good night, if morning, noon, or night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. Love you to the stars and back, because I thought that was a cute little tagline. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, you guys.